Hey guys, Dave Duran checking in for Elite in NYC. You know what it is, the best show around, the 2 count. So today I'm just doing a little quick video just to talk about how much I love wrestling and what wrestling has done for me and my family. So I'll start. I used to watch wrestling since the Hogan era, all the way into the Attitude era, NWO era, all that stuff. Um, I've been a wrestling fan since I can remember. Uh, Man, I don't even know where to start with wrestling. It's just I have a passion, a drive, a love for wrestling that I have for no other sport. Everything revolves around wrestling for me. You ask anyone that knows me, they know that I have 1,000 T-shirts just of wrestling. Championship belts, everything, all sorts of memorabilia. I will tell you this: my favorite wrestlers are Shawn Michaels, Bret the Hitman Hart, Macho Man, Ric Flair, Undertaker, and Triple H. The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin as well. I'll add in there. Those are my favorite wrestlers of all time. It's been a love and hate relationship with wrestling at times, especially now that the biggest company that we all grew up on, WWE, is such a PG has such PG rated content that I think it should be catered a little more to adults as well. And how has wrestling helped me? It's helped me a lot, man. It's helped me a lot because I have a son who has Cornelia-de-Lange syndrome. My son is 7 years old. His name is Manny. I'm pretty sure most of you guys have seen many various wrestlers on Twitter. If you follow me at Tingle0324, the likes of the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick, have been tremendous with my son. Hulk Hogan as well as John Cena, Randy Orton, Hurricane Helms, Cody Rhodes, Kenny Omega. All these guys have been wonderful for my son. Wonderful. And I cannot, I can't even, the words can't even come out of my mouth how grateful I am for those guys reposting my stuff. Kevin Nash reaching out to us as well. A lot of wrestlers. Bill Goldberg as well. He retweeted, showed love to Manny. So my son, when he was born, he was born diagnosed with Cornelia-de-Lange syndrome. Cornelia-de-Lange syndrome is a syndrome where 1 out of every 30,000 kids get it. He has it mild condition, not as severe as many cases that have been developed with, your children have developed with that. But so with Cornelia-de-Lange syndrome, it brings a lot of birth defects and a bunch of I don't even know the word I'm looking for right now. But yeah, there's a lot of birth defects with him. Like my son, he's 7. He looks like he's 4. He's he's very small hands. Small head. He's been through through therapy for years. To develop his speech, his behavioral, his cognitive skills. Manny has gone through hellfire and brimstone and back. He's been through 9 surgeries. And the way wrestling helped him is because he's a very big proponent of John Cena. Like, he's a really big fan of John Cena, as well as he is of the Young Bucks and Cody and, their movement, Bullet Club. He, his most recent surgery was the one that, concerned all of us in the family, concerned me, my wife, his mom, his grandparents. So he had a vascular ring around his esophagus, which was, slowly closing his air passages, his airways. So he had to have a fast surgery, or immediate surgery to get the issue resolved. The surgery was about 4 hours almost. He came out of the surgery all well. But prior to having the surgery, when he was in the prep room, I remember he came, they let me and his mom see him before they took him into the operating room, or the OR. And, I told him, hey, buddy, I know you've been through a lot. He was telling me, oh, Dad, I love you. I'll see you later. I was like, buddy, I hope you come out okay. Everything is fine with you. Once you come out, I'll be here waiting for you. And I promise you this. This is my verbatim, my exact words to Manny. I told him, son, if you make it out of this surgery okay, because like I said, he's had 9 surgeries, and in the past, and one of the surgeries that he didn't wake up from the anesthesia, so they had to basically, bring him back and revive him. But in this latest surgery, I told him, listen, son, if you make it out okay, promise me you're gonna come, everything's gonna come out fine. I promise you I'll do anything and everything, and anything possible for you to meet John Cena, for you to meet the Young Bucks, for you to spend time with, the Young Bucks, Cody, John Cena, and all this. He's met Cody, he's met the Young Bucks, he's met Kenny Omega. He hasn't met John Cena yet, but we're working on that with Make-A-Wish. I told him, I promise you this: if you make it out of this surgery okay, I promise you I'm gonna take you to meet these guys that are such an inspiration in your life. And I had a little towel, one of the little towels that the John Cena towels that says never give up. And he told me, hand me my towel. I want to take it with me. And I asked the doctors to see if they would let him, they let him take it inside. I guess they, took it away from him once in the operating table. And, they luckily enough, he pulled through it. Everything was fine with him. And like I said, wrestling has changed his life, because he wants to go to all the events. He wants to see all the pay-per-views. He loves wrestling. I mean, all his toys are wrestling. This guy, he loves wrestling as much as I do. That's where our father and son bond is very strong, because of wrestling. And soon, I hope soon I can get to do something with the Bucks, with Cody, with Kenny again, and Cena, or the WWE. There's a couple of guys he wants to meet: John Cena, Randy Orton, AJ Styles, Finn Balor, among others, but just to name a few. And of course, The Miz. He loves The Miz. That's how wrestling has helped my family. And I'm glad for wrestling, because I get to have a bond with my sons and my daughter. Um, Share something, share moments with them, share the opportunity to talk to them about wrestling, and do stuff that involves wrestling with them. Because, wrestling is life in my household. But I don't know. I mean, I owe wrestling a lot, man. I owe wrestling a lot, and I respect every single wrestler from any company, independent to the big leagues. For putting on a show for us. I know that they put their bodies through hell, to entertain us, to give us, some sort of entertainment. To me, it's always going to be pro wrestling. Damn it, fuck entertainment. But times have changed, and I mean, with that, that's my story on wrestling. I love wrestling. I love all the HBKs, Bret Hart's, Undertaker's, Macho Man, Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, and I find it. I just hope everyone who's watching this at home follows our channel, Elite in NYC, follows the show, the 2 Count, starting me, Dave Duran, of course, Charlie B, and Kyle Damron. I'm not gonna say we are best of friends yet, but those guys are getting to be really good buds, and all because of wrestling. So I want to thank wrestling, or everyone in the wrestling community, for that. For allowing people to become friends through discussions of wrestling, or for having different views on wrestling, and just, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just great. It's great that you can make a friend, talking about HBK, or talking about the Young Bucks, or talking about Cody, and all this movement, and all this indie movement. It's fucking great. It's awesome. But I would like to say thank you to everyone who's ever stepped foot in the ring. Thank you for putting on the show for me, especially for me. Thank you for putting on the show for my son. Thank you, Cody. Thank you, Young Bucks. Thank you, Kenny. Thank you, Cena, for being an inspiration for my little boy. And I hope, if you guys ever see this, I hope there's maybe something that we can do, to maybe cheer him up and see what can be done. I don't know, maybe some charity work or something. I'm not sure exactly, the inner workings of it, but we could do something. And one more thing I would like to say, though, before I shut this off. I am really thinking about joining a wrestling academy to train, because I want to be able to wrestle for my son in front of even a little indie crowd. I don't really care. I want to put on a little show for him, just so that he can see, like, oh shit, man, my dad did it. I would love for him to, even though I know that I'm one of the people that he looks up to, but man, how cool would it be if you saw your dad on TV, or just in a wrestling ring, for that matter? That would be great. And if there's any wrestling academy out there, I know it's kind of expensive to train. If anyone can reach out to us, letting us know, hey, prices and info or whatever, even if it's charitable, to put on a show for my little boy. I'm willing to take the punishment, to go through training. And I just want to be able to do something for him. Manny, and for my son, Bradley. So, I would love to hear from anyone that has any info. And with that, I conclude my little vlog. And thank you all for watching. It's Dave Duran, the 2 Count on Elite and NYC. Peace.